watching the radio countdown.
3, 4.
Someone already clicked start.
Quiet on the set.
Oh shit!
Getting ready for the switch over.
Rocket
Body.
batteries.
My body. What? Having an out-of-body experience here. There's blood on it.
Did you say auto body experience?
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch, no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
This is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news from right here inside of Shroud the Avatar. How's everybody doing today? Thanks for joining us, everybody. Everybody in chat. Got people getting there early in the chat room today. Of course, everybody in the studio here, and all of you folks joining us elsewhere out on the internet, whether it be on the radio or in replays. How's everybody doing today? For the record, it is Wednesday, August 17th, 2016, here in Shroud the Avatar. And we've got some interesting updates and news for you, as well as some other interesting chat. But real quick, I want to, of course, thank our latest followers. We got a couple new followers this morning. Lewin QC, thanks for the follow and for the donation. Got a nice donation from Lewin QC today. And Crazy Kens, thanks for following us. We do appreciate it. It's you guys who keep us running, keep us going, and keep us doing what we're doing here in Shroud the Avatar.
Yeah, we really do enjoy what we do, and it gives us something to do with our free time. Or not so free time.
When we're not out there grinding and throwing wild parties in the hot tubs and all that good stuff.
The dance parties, which I haven't been to in a while.
Now, of course,
I think the last one was when Justin was on there.
Good folks down at the BMC built a whole new outdoor amphitheater for the good folks on the radio, for the DJs who want to do their shows. It's a nice wide open amphitheater for dance parties, a stage, and all that stuff. Want to thank them for throwing that out there for the folks out in the radio stations. And I'm sure they'll offer that up for anybody else who has any gatherings that may need some open spaces out in that area to hold, whether it be some kind of an event to play, just a regular party or something like that. But we've got a lot dedicated out there now in BRC so that we can do that for the radio folks. They can host their own parties out there and all that good stuff. So thank you to those guys again. We got some interesting stuff out there. Of course, we've got the standard fare for all you folks out there, the latest news and daily updates from inside Shroud the Avatar here. And
we've got some really big news to drop on everybody.
I don't know how big it really is.
It's something most people don't really pay attention to unless we interpret it.
That's right. Well, we're not gonna only interpret it for them. We're gonna give them the direct article and all that.
Straight from the horse's mouth. Yeah.
Now, of course, I also wanted to mention that we do have the stock ticker updated, and it's back up and running on the screen. And these are the prices that are suggested by the BMC as well. They have their quarterly get together. I forget our official name for it. Not a loss.
General Assembly.
Thank you. Quarterly General Assembly, where they go sit down and talk about the prices throughout the world and what the going price rates are going for in the different quadrants, as it may be. And of course, these prices are what you will find all the BMC merchants selling for. Absolutely. out there in the world. So guaranteed pricing from those merchants if you want to get the steady, rock solid price on all your goods. Check them out. But moving right along, I see Gix sitting out there. How are you, Gix?
Oh, that is actually really big news as well that Justin just sent out there.
Oh, what is this?
Now I just need to find it. It is on the Shroud website somewhere. I just have to find it.
Ah, very...
Since she texted me an image of it. Yeah.
Oh, very interesting. I see what she's talking about.
Yeah.
How long is it going to take to dig that one up?
Yeah. Was it in the forums
She's
or
going
was
to tell
it?
you here in just a
Yeah,
second.
it was in the forum.
And of course, we got Vorma out there, Botox, a Kush lady, as always. You guys rock. Always great to see you, your faces and names out there. I shouldn't say faces. But one of these days, we'll associate faces with those names, like many other people we have. We've met quite...
Depending on... The funny thing is, like, if you look at my face in game with my Van Dyke, if I wear certain helmets, like the Knight Marshal helmet that
the winged
Zep is wearing, the winged helm, I actually lose all my facial hair.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
that sucks, huh? Did you
Yeah,
report that,
so-
Jack?
Still
Did you
better
report
than the page boy.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I haven't even reported the holes in my kilt yet.
Hey,
Just
Maynard.
because I think it's kind of entertaining.
We're trying to keep that quiet.
Yeah. So are you ready to start off with the countdown, and then we'll get to the other bits of news that we
Yes,
have?
did you find that other one yet?
Not yet. I'll be looking, and Justin will also be looking, and she'll be hopefully sending us a link.
Yeah, that would be nice. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and show the good folks. Time is running out. We have the countdown to final expirations here for you folks. Last 5 days. Jack.
We have 5 days, 11 hours, 51 minutes, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 30 seconds until final expirations. That means that we have 5 days until the hangout of, or the telethon of the Avatar Summer Edition. Part 2. Yes, so that is going to be there. So we do have 5 days until final expirations.
I'm looking
which
at
means
that
you
number.
are no longer,
right next to that, to the right. I think that number is going to roll maybe past the 10 million mark by the time we finish that countdown.
I think it will. I think it will, because people are upgrading their pledges in order to get larger houses or larger lots of land. People are investing in the add-on store because
I see people out there
now we've finally got
wanting to buy pledges and buy this and buy that. And I tell you, if you get a deal now, it's a buyer's market right now. Absolutely, people have got some crazy low prices out there on stuff, and I mean crazy low.
Yeah.
Now, of course, once all these are gone, and see, I don't get these people who are offering this stuff so crazy. Once these are all gone and they can't be got anymore, that price should go up. And if people want those accounts at that point, then it's a seller's market. So I don't know why anybody's out there selling those stuff, those things, at the price that they're selling them personally. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me. But hey, that's up to the individual person making those sales. I just don't get it. But I know I've got a handful of, I got a little basement full of rares and collectibles and tchotchkes out there. And ain't none of that going on sale for quite some time when everything's out there and everybody's going to be looking hard for it. Well, I may just have a couple laying around at that point. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just...
Just might, but selling it later.
But that reminds me, I promised Stella a mask I was holding for her, and I can get that to her now. She wanted one of them bunny masks.
The
for her
black
collection.
bunny mask.
The black bunny mask. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got a couple of those floating
Yeah,
around.
I have a few of those.
Yeah.
I got a few.
But moving
And-
right along.
Moving right along, we do have a stand-up corner, and then we'll get into the other news. So, are you ready for the stand-up?
I am not. Takes me 2
Do I-
seconds
do
to
I need to send you a link
2
to the,
seconds to
the stand-up corner?
to switch tabs there. Yes, let's go ahead and get the stand up. Ooh,
So, remember
Here you go.
today is.
donated $10.
Remember-
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Don't forget, today is Wacky Wednesday,
That's right, Wacky
August
Wednesday.
17th. This is the stand-up corner from Tuesday, August 16th. Remember, the stand-up corner is where the devs say, "This is what I was working on yesterday. This is what I'm going to be working on today," and then Chaos writes something random down.
He writes down
And
whatever
then,
it is he thinks
posted-
he remembers
Yeah.
hearing in that.
Then eventually, it all gets posted on the official forums in a hidden spot called stand-up corner.
That's right.
And a lot of people can't seem to find it, and so we get to read it every single day. So over in the art department yesterday, Bob said he was working on the burned out Tudor home and Elven architecture. Matt was working on the tiny airship and the one-man band.
Scrota's
because Scrota
replacement,
has been-
you mean?
Yes, Scrota's replacement is coming into the game. Reed is working on the wearable levels of details and bugs
Bug.
and growing trees. Over in design, Brandon's working on shopkeepers and loot bugs
Bug.
and breakable loot. Dan is working in the player town upkeep and customer service and Escort and spawns and romance and Novia.
Escort.
Because remember, one of the things that you're going to eventually be able to do is to procreate and have children.
Well, I don't know. I never heard the word procreate come from any of their
Well-
mouths, but knowing
okay.
Richard, probably.
Yeah. So, yeah. There will probably be some. Okay, so maybe you'll have to role play the procreation part, but eventually you will be able to have NPC pets that are, or pets that are children. I wonder if they're going to be combat pets or not.
I tell you what, if I know this community, we're going to have some baby making films out there soon enough.
Oh, yeah.
How to.
Minus the baby making.
Anything you
Yeah.
want.
And then, that's right. Finn is working on airship and skills and emote variations. So he's working on the visual effects for that.
Hissy
Then
fit.
Fire Lotus
Hissy
is working on our, Hissy Fit / Hissy Fit. Fire Lotus is working on Ardoris Quest. Keith is working on Norgard Collision and Bugs,
Bug.
and Port Graph NPCs and Discoveries. Lum the Mad. He's despairing about
Mad, I tell you.
He's despairing over a certain elven massacre and the spite NPCs. And then Sorcerer Steve is graphing the port of Graph and working on the crane. And
Going to see how you were going to work your way out of that one.
yeah, I don't think I could. This port craft terrain and update support. Yeah, I dug myself into a
Yeah,
hole
you
and couldn't
did.
get out. Over in tech, Justin was, or the Deathbringer one and only, is working on bugs.
Bug.
Tassilo is working on game access planning and server care and account love.
Love. Need some love,
wonder-
baby.
I wonder if that includes some account self-love. Normally that involves
Hey,
some
you know.
add-on store purchases.
Sometimes you
Then
get full
over in-
service.
I know.
Sometimes you get
don't.
a helping hand, and other times you got to do self-service. You know.
Stop it
That's
short,
right.
man. No, stop it short.
Yep. Over in QA, Reese is working on sanity and regression and accounts. And then Serafina is working on customer service and rewards inspection and ban tracking.
Ban tracking. And we got some information on that coming up, folks. You're going to like this stuff.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Then we got information on bans. Then our production management and other group, we do have Brecken back in the office working on shipments and accounts and
taking care of
and
all those
posters.
shipping needs for you boys and girls who want stuff out there.
That's right. Then Dippy Bird is working on the IT and Build Master.
Whatever that is.
Gorns. Well, the master build is the build of the game. Hello.
Yeah.
McFly.
McFly. The master build.
Exactly.
Build master. I mean, that's
All right.
Yeah, Gorn is still working on his Zardoz impression and working on general business and metrics. That's right. And then Barrick is working on reports and telethon plan and community meetings. Lord British is attending Gamescom.
Gamescom. Out there traveling. Yeah, absolutely right.
That's
He was
right.
traveling.
Then Chaox was working on the Player Town home rewards and supply cache makeup item and accounts direction. And Darkstar was working on the weekly update and release 33 post and patch direction and quarterly project planning.
Good to hear. Always good to hear. The new updates coming
Now we
out.
have, we got lots of information coming out and lots of news. Now, first and foremost, did we want to cover what Justin sent us?
Yes, if we have a link to that, I would like to get that out there.
I posted that link in Discord,
I
and while
haven't
Laz
looked
is
there.
attempting to find it,
I got it.
that reminds me to tell everybody that you are more than welcome to join us in Discord any time of the day. Most of the time, someone is available.
That's right.
Just go to nbnn.info, click on the connect button for Discord, and type the name that you want us to refer to you by, and then from there, you know what? Join us. You can whisper us. You can message us. You can just post silly pictures in general chat, and you can abuse the grimy trader. And for some reason, my game either locked up or game locked up. It didn't like that song. Uh-oh. So while we're doing that, we do have that Hospitalers
okay,
message.
well, this is a
that
whole...
is-
I think we should cover this whole thing aside from just that.
Well, there is a lot of information. We'll be here for an hour.
I understand
if we do it
that,
way.
but we can briefly cover all the main points and topics, basically.
And
I guess when was this
you know what's
posted?
really funny?
I just want to
Rules?
see.
There's rules here?
I want to see when this posted.
There's an update. So I am patching right now to get it back in game.
Oh, what did you do? Crash?
Yeah, the sound locked up. So community health is important. There are tons of don'ts and do's. So don't be a dick is
Okay,
number
so
one.
this was updated as of August 3rd. What I'm seeing there is the last update to that. I'm surprised
but
that this is coming to us so late.
We need to scroll down to the hospitaler stuff.
Yeah.
But this is in there because there has been this. What Justin really wanted to point out was, do not abuse the Hospitaler tag. Any reports of abuse will be investigated, including guilds and other groups looking to use the tag solely to forcibly recruit new players into their guild. The spirit of the tag is all about passively and lightly helping other players find their way in New Britannia. It is not a recruiting tool.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, this is one where we have had this conversation off air as well as Justin, so that you know what, being part of a guild recruitment stuff, it's good recruiting method, but yeah.
I find that funny.
Well, no, because there's been a
Yes.
lot of complaints about it for those people who help sign up and help make what we are for the hospitality program here in the game right
Yeah,
now.
and
Everybody
it was not
who
about
was
guild
on
recruiting.
board with getting this program off the ground originally, and we discussed this long before it got into the hands of the developers and it became such a big thing as it was. What was our own self-monitoring, and one of those things that everybody agreed to was that it would not be used for that. But immediately people hopped on board and then just said, okay, I'll just go do that, and nobody's going to say anything, and they're not going to know any better.
Right.
But what people
That's
forget about
great.
this community is active, self-policing, and people don't like when people pull fast shit around here like that.
Right.
You know our crazy German counterpart out there. You know, he's ripping off the name now and doing all sorts of crazy stuff out there. And you know what? I gave him permission to use the logo to stream with. I didn't give him permission to create a .com or a .eu. I didn't give him permission to use it in Twitch or Twitter or Twitter.
Or other games.
Or anything
Other games,
else,
You
right?
forgot that.
And, the guy's gone mad with it because he thinks it gives him some kind of power because I gave him a title to use, a name to
Well,
use,
You didn't give him the title.
No, I'm saying a name.
CEO.
Name.
Yeah.
I gave him a logo. I gave him something to stick up on his screen like you stick the hospitality tag above your head. But people just started ignoring that. And they forget that this community will ostracize you in a heartbeat without thinking about it. Even people who are doing good, they get shit. And we can tell you from experience, we got a lot of flack doing what we were doing to begin with, but here we are. We stuck by our guns. We believed in what we do, our brand, our product, our show. And right now, we're proud to call ourselves the premier news outlet of Shroud Avatar. And that's with help from you
Right
guys
on.
and that the community who helped back us get us here. And if you don't play by the community rules, believe me, the community will find a way to exclude you and get rid of you if need be, through many different means. And I'm not going to say they'll get you banned, but they'll make your playing life around here so unpleasant you won't want to be here if you break the cardinal rule, which is D-bad. Don't be a dick. You break that rule, this community will come down hard on you, and we're here to tell you that. That's not news, but that's just polite community policy. I mean, be nice, be helpful to your neighbor. Last night, one of my newest friends, Katrina Magentia, ran into her running around, and she asked a question a couple days ago, and of course, we're always here and available to help. This is what we do. Jack and I were hospitaling before it was fashionable, as it was. We were some of the first people in here streaming Shroud all day, every day, telling people about it, helping new people, getting people coming in, playing, and getting them started. Long before this was a thing. So I was helping her out, and she needed a way to she needed a travel route. I helped her with it and showed her a whole bunch of other things along the way. And when we were concluding, she's like, well, can I give you something for your services? And I'm like, no, absolutely not. I didn't stop and help you because I expect something in return. I stopped and helped you because, first off, you asked. Second off, you've asked, she's asked some really good questions, and she's been polite to converse with, So I says, yeah, where are you at? Because I was a little confused at what the request was at first, and I finally figured it out. I said, stay where you are. I went out to her, escorted her where she needed to go, waited for her to pick up her things, and once she had all her stuff, I let her go about her way, said good night, and thanked her for being a follower, a listener, and just anytime you need a question, need some help, I'm online. Message me, ask a question. I'll stop, even if I'm in the middle of a hunt. I can sort of multitask. And if I'm busy, I'll say, hey, hang on a second, I'm getting killed over here. But, you shouldn't be using it as a tool. You shouldn't be expecting anything in return for it. And if you're going to be doing any kind of dealings, whether it be, selling sales or services, do it under your guild tag without the hospitality tag on your head. Hospitality is supposed to be a neutral tag, and you should be ready to help anybody who asks when you have the tag above your head. So be careful about use of that tag, because if the community finds you doing anything suspicious or unsavory, they are going to start looking into that. And thank you, Justin, for bringing that to our attention. Meanwhile, there are some other updates on this out there, and we suggest you go out and check it out. I'm going to go ahead and throw the link. Did you throw the link in chat already? By any chance? In the other chats?
No, I didn't throw it out in the other chats.
We'll throw that out there for the community to go check out. So that if you guys want to go read up on all the rules and regulations, the do's and don'ts, the community guidelines are out there at that link for you guys. And of course, please follow them, abide by them. Don't see how close you can get to running on the edge of the line there. That's not good for anybody, and you don't want to drive the guys crazy by having to watch you all the time. They don't have the manpower for it, and believe me, if they've got to stop and take time out of their way because you're being an ass, you're hurting everybody else, not just yourself. You're not just seeing what you can do to be funny. You're hurting the game progress in general, because you're taking away precious dev time, so they got to stop and chase idiots. So just don't do it, folks. Jack,
Yeah, I mean,
soapbox
as
on
we,
that?
I was going to say, Portalarium has a staff of 30. They have no one tasked as being a game master.
Correct.
So they don't have game masters, which means that you are actually taking away from dev time for the devs to come deal with in-game issues. That's why the majority of the community is self-policing. And so whenever they have to detract and go and distribute punishments, it's some people are saying, oh man, that's way too extreme. It's because, you know what, you wasted their time to develop the game.
And you know, their idea of extreme and your idea of extreme are two different things, which I think you're all about to find out.
Well, I mean, then there is also the case of sometimes they do go a little bit overboard, and that's probably because they aren't always thinking.
We're going to cover that here next in our next piece.
You ready for this one?
News for you guys out there. Oh yeah, I've been ready since I came across it last night in a tweet. I've been looking forward to talking
from
about
Shroud
this.
of the Avatar. Shroud of Avatar. You ready for it?
Shroud of the Avatar nears real-life launch with stricter guidelines. This is coming to you from the folks at Polygon. They did an article out there.
Disclaimer.
There's some good information here. Jack, you want to go ahead and give the good folks the lowdown on this, since I just soapboxed the living daylights out of the hospital?
Okay. So the Polygon guys, actually, this is going to be Megan. Oh shit!
Yeah, you got to do
butcher
that.
her last name, and I have to apologize.
Farak
Manesh. I apologize for butchering that name, but Megan, I do apologize. So over at Polygon, they actually did conduct an interview with Richard Garriott, and first and foremost, since they have gone to persistent, this is where Richard Garriott has said that they're only halfway through the month, and it's already the biggest month they've ever had from game contributions and support from a support standpoint. But that also comes with stricter standards, especially in the case of hackers. And in the early days of development, people actually came up to Portalarium and said, "Hey, do you mind if I make a bot?" And their response was, "Well, of course, we eventually think a bot will be our enemy, but why not? Let's figure out where things are going to be exploited, and that way we can."
A lot of people don't also know about this community. Is that many people,
community members asked for help or access to things, and can they do things? And some of them did it with the intent of, you know what, this is going to actually help you guys harden your services, and so I'm going to try to galore
have approached the good folks down there at the offices and said, "Hey, listen, I found this, I found that, and I want to be able to explore those boundaries. I want to do this. Can I do this? And they go, sure, as long as you're reporting back. And yes, we had several people working doing that, exploring every hack, cheat, beat, anything you could do to get around the game. They pretty much employed them as it may be. And said, sure, come on in.
This is one where, if you actually look at this, because that will let us both explore what can be done, and as long as you agree that the bot our friend will make is not malicious, it helps us understand the vulnerabilities of the system. We've actually worked with some of the people who did find hacky ways to cheat early on, and now we've sort of switched modes into, okay, now we're changing into real life. And changing into real life means if you're caught cheating, you're going to get banned.
That's right.
And so far, the team has banned only a handful of people under this stricter standard, which we knew was going to happen. And the most common means of exploiting is speed hacking, which allows players to jet around the game's world faster than usual and level up skills a lot faster. They're just going to do a quick investigation, which means their investigation is looking at access logs, timestamps, things like that, realizing, that's not possible, and then boom, you are banned and you're no longer playing this game. And there is a very strict terms of service that actually says that you're not going to be doing some of those policies anyways. And even though we have not yet gone to official launch, it is something that they are working on. And as far as the big news that I wanted to get out there, and I know you wanted to, I know you're itching your fingers for me to actually talk about this.
I'm highlighting that last paragraph for the good folks right now.
Yeah, it's so official launch. In this interview, Gary said that it probably will be delayed a little bit further out of the year, and that the closest thing we have to a traditional launch will probably, even though he doesn't say it, be in January to March. And that takes us back to questions that have actually been asked to us by Wolftam during his Wolftam and Celine.
That's right.
New Britannia.
I recently did my interview with those folks over there, Wolftam, for Wake Up New Britannia. And you had yours, about a month, 2 months ago, was it?
Like 6 months ago.
Was it that long ago? God, time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
But one of the questions
I'll go find it.
Are asked is, when do you think that we're going to have the official launch? And of course, I went into a soapbox on that with Wolftam. Wolftam, sorry, I always put an L in there. Just natural.
It's okay. It's okay. As long
Gotta lay off
did
the
did he explain to you what Wolftam actually means?
Never asked, to tell you the truth.
Yep.
Oh, it means
He
something.
did.
Okay. Well, now I'm going to have to ask. We'll have to find that out.
Oh yeah.
I forget.
Oh, I don't know. But meanwhile, of course, one more thing that was put out there, and I'm going to throw this out there because I believe this is very newsworthy for everybody out there. And Jack, I'm going to throw this in there for you. And I'm going to throw this out there for you guys. Good folks down at the offices put this out there. Beric put this out the other day in one of his tweets. And, of course, we've been showing this to you guys for quite some time. You can find a link to this on the NBNN website. You'll be able to find a link and see who is streaming Shroud Avatar right now. And I want to throw that up on screen because we've got several streamers out there doing their thing. Not only us out there today, but real quick, we're going to throw it up out there. Now, of course, we got Marquis Dragon doing some kind of, doing a Demon Wing giveaway out there. Alcedi's doing 1,000 Ways to Die in Shroud Avatar. Crazy Ken's, one of our newest followers. Thank you, Ken's. Starting a new game out there streaming. Good to see a new streamer out there, and I wish you a lot of luck. Welcome, come on in, and of course, we'll say that again. Anybody is welcome to come join us here in Discord, talk about what's going on in their day, talk about what's going on in the streaming world, talk about what's going on in Shroud of the Avatar. And of course, you've got, I can't see that, Relic, right? Out there is also streaming.
Relic, right, yeah.
And of course,
Yes.
your own two lovely newscasters here in Shroud of the Avatar, Jack Cynicist and myself, out there streaming in the list.
And then from there, you know what? My interview, I actually found the list of the Wake Up New Britannia episodes. No, the Wake Up New Britannia interviews. Mine was 5 months ago.
Oh, wow, that long ago. Now, I was out there perusing the Wake Up New Britannia site the other day, and we were joking about the Christmas song. Well, they actually have done a version of the 12 Days of Christmas out there, and it is hysterical.
Yep.
I did not know that it was out there. I ran across that yesterday, and I got a good laugh. A lot of the, I don't know if that's the theater troupe or just all the DJs at the time, or who put that together, but I'll have to ask Wolf about that.
That was done by Wolfdom.
I know it was done by Wolfdom. I got to ask him who. I know I hear Amber in there. I know I hear a couple other voices that I can ID, but the rest of them I can't ID, so I have to ask how that... yeah. Syndria, it's always quiet because we're on the radio. Maybe if you listen to the radio, you would be able to hear all the noise we make out there. So, yeah.
And Laz has the face for radio, man.
I tell you, Well, I get it. I get a laugh because Rhea, she's a regular. She comes by and she refers to us as the old men sitting in chairs. And that's all we do. She just sees a bunch of old men sitting in chairs, Get off my lawn! You better clean up after that spider of yours. But yes, also one of our preeminent tamers out there.
Hold on.
What's that?
Say that again, Zeke.
Now, Rhea is one of our preeminent tamers out there, I believe. Also a member of 4B, the people who bring you the wildest mazes you've ever seen here inside the game, as well as many other creations. The 4B Guild will blow your mind with some of the things they put together, man. They do some really great stuff.
Now, we do have to talk about that public vendor issue as well.
Now, the public vendor issue, yes, that was one that came up. Now, where did that come up this morning? I was out when you guys hit on that little chat before the show today, and who brought that? Or who was the one?
Zep was talking about it.
Somebody posted something about getting reamed or something. I don't know.
Well, okay, so one of the things about public vendors, and if I actually went up to one of the public vendors and I spoke with them, and I took a little screenshot and edited it to just show what he actually does, and I'll post that a little bit everywhere so everybody can look at that image.
Yeah, I'm going to pull this up and put it in, there we go.
And then blow it up, thanks to Chrome's ability to zoom in. I'm at 200%. And so the way a public vendor works in Shroud of the Avatar is you place an item up for sale with the public vendor and set a price for it to be sold. After paying a small upfront fee, which is 10% of the sale value plus 10 gold up front, the item will be listed for a sale for a maximum time period of 7 days.
Then what, Jack? Then what?
Cancel the sale. Once an item is sold, we'll deposit the proceeds into the proceeds if, which is a big if, the item does not sell within the allotted time period, the public vendor will sell the item to a local merchant here for you as a courtesy at the going merchant rate, and send the money from that sale to your bank.
Here's your 5 gold.
Yes. So if you have something that is worth what you think is hundreds of thousands of gold, and you put it up there on a vendor for an exorbitant price, and it doesn't sell. He'll at the end of 7 days, he'll turn around and sell it to the game for the game
Whatever the
price,
game price is.
which could be 5 gold.
That's right.
Here's a honor
And
go
you
for your city lot, your
and-
tax deed.
Yep, and you may sit there whine and bitch, but you know what? Public vendors are there for everybody to put stuff up on
That's
there
right.
for a maximum of 7 days.
And of course,
So-
the ID10T bug does apply there. If you did not read all the information he gave you, no one is to blame but yourself.
Me?
Well, if the shoe fits.
Oh, me?
Oh, me? Automatically. Oh, me? What?
What the hell?
But,
Yeah.
So Zep, the question becomes, what did you lose?
yeah,
I didn't lose
right.
anything. Somebody else lost
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, my
I
friend
thought you
over
read a
there
post.
put something on that public vendor. Yeah. His name was
I didn't bring it up. Somebody
Zed
else
Rep.
brought it up.
Yeah, that was it. Zed Rep.
Heads up did it. God dang guy, he's uncontrollable.
But absolutely, one of the things again to point out for anybody who may be new around here, joining us for the first time, or just trying to get a feel for the game. One of the things that you're going to have to do in this game is pay attention. You're going to have to read, you're going to have to decipher clues, and you're going to have to do a little investigative work if you want to enjoy the storyline. Of course, you can always just get on chat and go, hey, where do I find this? If you're stumped, or if you're not stumped and just lazy. More likely than not, somebody will give you the answer. But if you want to enjoy the game and find out all the nuances and the funny jokes, like visiting your apothecary if it's stiff for over 4 hours. Yeah, well, when you find that
What?
vendor and you have that conversation, come back and talk to me. You'll laugh your ass off.
I'm scared.
But all sorts of little Easter eggs out there on the vendors, all sorts of great little chat, of course, including the buy a duck joke is worked on in there.
Yeah, you know what? You also need to talk to Jack the Lamplighter,
That's
who is
right.
my favorite character in game.
Now, one thing
What's
we
he
just
do?
found out is
What's he
Jack the
do?
Lamplighter actually tells you how many Jacks there are if you ask him,
Yes.
Oh!
which is quite the interesting thing. We never thought to
We are all
ask.
Jack.
Now,
We
what do
are all
got?
Jack.
What
We
do
are
we
all
got
Jack.
going on in
It's what
chat
we do.
there?
That means I should probably log in Jack the Lamplighter right now and come troll the set. Like the
Okay.
lights.
Warmer's saying the public vendor talk was on the Discord chat, and it was a person saying they
Yeah.
lost an Elder Elven mage robe. Ooh, that hurts.
Uh-huh.
That
That's
hurts.
right.
That sucks. That sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's
That's
what it was.
cash right down the
Right.
drain.
Yep.
That's throwing cash money
And-
right down the drain.
Gotta pay
Yeah,
attention.
Roystein's also saying that in Discord chat as well. So
Okay.
both places.
And it's gone. That's right.
Whoa.
Nice one, Roystein. Nice one. But yes, you got to be wary out there in the world. Aside from unscrupulous people running around with hospitaler tags, you got to watch out for those devious public vendors ripping you off left and right out there. You just never know at any turn what's going to show up here in Novia, and you know who's trustworthy and who's not. But of course, you can trust us to bring you the news, interpreted like only we can, for you every Monday through Friday here in Shroud of the Avatar, barring any gremlins, technical difficulties, life events,
we
earthquakes,
also-
hurricanes, tornadoes, or any other acts of God.
Roofs.
Roof replacements,
going
window
out,
replacements. Laz just didn't turn on his mic this morning, whatever else might be happening.
That or Jack has to go talk with other people.
Jack didn't change the
outside.
date on his
Yeah.
stream today.
So,
No,
Oh, now I got him
that-
thinking about it. Oh, did I do it?
yeah, I did it before the show.
But
that takes us
anyway,
to-
That's right. It's
It
time
is
for.
that time of the day.
It's
the
time
calendar.
for our calendar. That is right. And for those
Since
of
it is
you
Wacky
guys,
Wednesday, aka Hump Day, there
Hump
is not
Day!
a lot on the calendar.
get your hump on.
Where's that nurse hat?
Yeah. So
I don't know. You gonna be able to handle this today?
no, I don't think I will be able to. So the community calendar is a Google Doc. It is currently administered by Kaizen Phoenix Fire in game, or you may contact him in Discord or on the official forums with the name Wrath Phoenix. And don't forget, since it is a community calendar, you just need to ask permission to add events to the calendar, and you shall probably be granted that access as long as you follow rule number 1, which is DBAD.
That's right. Watch
So
out
don't
for
be a
people
dick.
selling parachutes. And if you want,
That's right.
we got
Yep.
bags of holding for coming up for sale here shortly. Just ask me. I'll tell you all about them.
Okay. So today
Okay, all
is
right.
Wednesday, August 17th, and all times on the calendar are Central Standard Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as New Britannia
time. That's right. That's right.
Now, say
That's right, Spiff. Wait for it. Wait for it.
If you want a tongue twister, say prefer to refer 5 times real fast.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Okay.
Do you want to get high?
You got a hard enough time
I know,
pronouncing
with
my
the
own name.
other words. Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on.
Jazzers.
There you go. Pass that ball away.
Okay, so today at noon, 3, 6, 9, and 12 on Radio Free Britannia. You can access that by radiofreebritannia.com or wrfb.rocks. You will have two guys that are completely certifiable sitting there talking about random things on a show that they like to call Lunch with Laz and Jack. Their sanity must be questioned daily.
That's right.
Then, if you're interested in some PvP,
Damn guys on strike.
yeah. You can join the EVL Guild with their Virtue League PvP tournament. It is season 3, so don't forget to go out to Chaos Caverns if you are interested in joining in some PvP or just watching some people PvP. It is a
Well, you
there
want to
are
live
2 tiers:
dangerously
the
and risk
experienced
your life
and the
in the
new
stands?
players. That's right.
Is that still
That's
going
right.
on?
Yes, it is.
Probably. And there's an entry fee of only 1,000 gold. And there is a split between the winners and runners up.
That is correct.
Yes.
That
and
is
there is
correct.
their
Tell 'em
own
what
custom
they've won.
rating systems for what they've done. And then the final event of the evening is Laz's favorite event of the week, which is known as Striker Sparhawk's Happy Hour, otherwise known as
Spend Sparhawks Gold.
And that takes place at some pub somewhere. You will need to message Striker Sparhawk and teleport to him to find out where it's going to be at. Or you can always check the forums and look on the forum post to find out where it's going
That's
to be.
right. They usually
But that takes
announce
too much
it
time.
in chat, running around. You'll hear people advertising that as the event approaches.
In the zone chat, yeah. And that is our community calendar for Wednesday, August 17th in Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud of the Avatar.
Y'all really
Yes.
need to get a gig for that.
A gig for that?
It's more
For
fun
saying
just
Shroud of
doing
the
it.
Avatar?
Y'all need to get something that's y'all sound terrible.
That's the whole idea.
That's the
See,
point of it. I mean,
you know,
it's,
Okay.
Real quick, actually, we're gonna just we got a couple of minutes here, but that's one of the funny things that I laugh about, and Jack and I we get a good kick about. We get people coming to us all the time, giving us tips, suggestions. Hey, you guys could do that, or hey, I could help you make this look so much better. Y'all don't get it if that's what you're telling us. It's
Well, school
supposed
us.
to be cheesy. It's supposed to be this way. We do this on
Oh,
purpose.
man.
Do you think
Well,
the Hawaiian shirt and a hat is here because I like it, for crying out. It's
Well, y'all-
cheesy.
Y'all hit the mark dead on with that Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud of the Avatar.
Well,
That's right.
Just remember the Lord British Return
Yeah.
song from the recap band, otherwise known as
that's right.
Space
Yeah.
Bards. They do say that they hope that the game's not avatared.
Avatar. That's right.
Really.
But absolutely, I mean, people take
Or
this
don't be
stuff a little
avatared.
way too serious.
All
like
right.
our German streamer out there, he's a little crazy when it comes to how serious he takes his
Where's the
streaming.
contract? Sign the
Where's
papers.
my
Sign
contract?
the papers.
But
All right. Well, as long as y'all got a method to your madness, I can dig it.
It's mostly madness.
Hey, have you heard yourself?
That's right. Now, come on, Zeke. You were the guy. You were there when we. Yeah.
One moment, please.
There's a lot of people don't get.
Where's my elephant?
This was supposed to be a joke, we started this
Right.
out for giggles and grins, and this little idea has blossomed into, again, the premier news outlet. But of
Yeah.
course, we don't stray far from our roots. We keep it cheesy, we keep it funny, we keep it a little risque as it may
Yeah.
be. And
And at the same time, the more fun that people have listening and watching, they're more than likely to return.
that's right. Is always keep them
Absolutely.
wanting more. And of course,
That's right.
you don't see it, but well, you might have seen it. You're in Discord there. You saw people they making the comments before we even get there. We got the crowd is anticipating all this stuff now.
But this whole place sucks.
That's
That's
right.
right, it sucks.
So the actual line from since I had to go look it up is Shroud seems cool. EA isn't part of it. Maybe it won't come out half avatared.
Avatarded.
Yes.
In context. Okay.
But meanwhile, it's come to
And now
that
it's
time
kickstarted.
of the day, folks. Of course, time being against us day in and day out here, we have 1 hour to pack this all in for you. Otherwise, it
Something to
messes
talk
up
about.
with the whole radio schedule. I tell you, man, just can't have that.
That's
happen.
right. We do need to thank our latest sponsor.
That's right.
Wake
and
up
the newest
with
addition
Wolfman
to
and
the
Celine.
WRFB
Yeah.
Radio Free Britannia family. Wake up
On
with
Radio
Wolfton
Free Britannia.
and Celine. That's right. Thank you guys for
Keep on
joining
doing
us.
this
Thank
in
you
the
guys
round.
for doing what you do out there. It's another pair of wacky hosts out there putting some entertaining stuff on the airwaves for you. And you can catch them every Saturday morning on WRFB Radio Free Britannia, 7 to 9 a.m. And that's
Until-
New Britannia time.
Until the time switches in the U.S. and then it becomes 6 a.m.
Six to 8.
Because in Australia they don't change times.
There is no daylight.
In
saving.
Hawaii and Arizona.
But yes,
We also
have
need
to
to
thank
thank
our sponsors.
the
That's right.
Britannian Mining Company.
BMC.
Yes, the BMC Guild has become a proud sponsor of NBNN's Lunch with Liza Jack.
Our latest patron. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for that. And then we have a slew of other sponsors, which includes
All sorts of crafting sponsors.
sodacrafting.wiki, which is a searchable database for all of your crafting needs. Sodacraft.com, which is currently undergoing a revision to all of its databases as well as upgrades and visual
I
aspects.
like the way it's looking out there. I can't wait till it's
Yeah,
finished.
it's looking great. And then we also need to thank sodataming.com, where because there is going to be a change to taming in
That's
game, you merely may want to pay attention to
Gaming changes are coming. Go out to the forums,
Right.
read those updates. Of course, our good friend Ben over at relicsbyrild.com. Relics by Rild. For all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag, you got your t-shirts, you got your hats, your patches, your comic books, your shot glasses, and of course, get your shot glasses. You can play along with the NBNN drinking game when we do the stand-up corner. Every time I say the word bug, you take a shot. And you can get those shot glasses from relicsbyrill.com. Use the promo code NBNN and get 10% off that licensed Shroud of the Avatar merch. Of course, our good friend over at sodamap.com, Jacob White. Jacob, we're waiting for your latest creation, as Umari and I just can't wait. But in the meantime, for all your travel needs...
We need it now.
Yes, we need it now. I understand it's in the works. We'll cover some of that tomorrow. But Sodamap is truth, so says Lord British. You ever need to find your way, go to sodamap.com, type in the name of the nearest town that you can see in the upper left-hand corner, show you right where you are. Of course, that brings us to our last sponsor out there, and definitely not least, the good folks who bring us the Shroud Marketplace, shroudmarketplace.com, for all your virtual vendable needs. Jack, you want to tell the folks what they can get from the Shroud Marketplace?
Yes. Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy and sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. That includes services that you plan on offering other players for cash. Not limited to Scrota's music service thing, where $1 gets you Scrota following you around for an hour playing.
Oh, God.
Anything you want. That's right.
Yes, thank you
a long time.
Even though Scrota's on telly, he didn't fill in his own line. And then don't forget, if you're interested in an in-game weddings or event, you can contact Weddings and More by Laz.
That's
because
right.
Laz has you covered with everything. Ooh. Laz, take it away.
That's right. Wow. If you want to get married and hitched this year, you want to go ahead and have your event and your party. You want to have a moonlight wedding, a beachfront wedding, underground wedding. You want to have a bloodletting wedding. You go ahead and check out Shroud Marketplace and Laz's Weddings and More, and we have just everything you need to get you taken care of. We do guilds, bar mitzvahs, parties, birthdays, and of course weddings and more. Weddings and More by Laz, shroudmarketplace.com.
And don't forget, if you have extra things that you want to sell, I am going to be putting up some Virtue hats later in the afternoon on the marketplace. But there are other presents that you can look at, other items that are actually cheaper than the add-on store. Right. Just like this Stone with Courtyard Townhome. On the add-on store, it actually sells for $75. You could get it from New Britannia Ventures for $65.
Now, is that a new vendor?
Yeah, well, New Britannia Ventures, yes. Well, he did start selling some stuff last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear any update on new vendors today,
It is GOG.
Okay. Yeah, good. Shh.
Ooh, a keep. How much does that keep there? $65.
$65
on the add-on store. Remember, $10 off the add-on store price. So yeah.
So check out the marketplace.
Yes. You can also go with the Taste of Scotland, Wolfdom Shop, Hidden Treasures, Zappa, New Britannia Ventures, the Astoria Lumber Company, Brickport family of towns. Oh yeah, don't forget, if you have a player-owned town and you want to either sell lots or provide rentals, you can do so on shroudmarketplace.com. If you have an excess amount of game gold and you want to sell it for cash, you could list it there. Or if you have a crap ton of crafting materials and you wanted to sell them, you can do it all on Shroud Marketplace.
That's right. ShroudMarketplace.com for all your vendable needs here in Shroud of the Avatar. Gotta love that site. And of course, if you need an account, you need to sell something, sign up now. If you sign up and list one item now, you get upgraded to the gold package in 3 months free. And free is good. At any time you don't like it, cancel it. No charge to you. Absolutely free there for 3 months. Take advantage of it now, folks.
Make sure you sign up for the free account and then post one item, and then your account will be upgraded for 3 months.
Again,
if you sign up for the gold platform, that's where you're going to get charged that first month and then 3 months free. So make sure that you do that correctly.
This is only going on till launch, I understand. Is that correct?
No. It's only going on until the end of the month.
Oh, end of the month. I thought it was going on till launch.
Yes.
So thank you for that.
Thank
you for that correction. Okay. Well, there you have
Yeah.
it, folks. And that's going to wrap up another show here. Jack, you want to take us out with thank yous
Yes.
real quick?
We do have to thank everybody for watching. Thank you for participating. Thank you for joining us in Discord. There are too many people to thank out there right now. So thank you, everybody. We
Absolutely.
couldn't do the
Long
show
list. Getting
without
longer
you
every day.
guys.
Thank you,
We
thank
couldn't
you,
do it
thank you.
without you guys, and we do it for you guys. And as long as we can make you laugh, we're doing our jobs
Kush
correctly.
lady,
and
we love
properly.
you.
So thank you.
It's always great to
Yes.
see your chat out there. And, of course,
Yes.
we'll see you tomorrow. Alrighty, folks,
We
that's
love
going
you
to
all.
wrap it up for us today. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to NBNN for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings. Of course, the latest updates from right here inside Shroud Avatar. Of course, you can tune in to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. Catch us in replays 3, 6, 9, and 12 around the clock. You can catch us on demand on YouTube, and you can listen to us in the NBNN app on our website. Thanks, everybody. We'll be back with more tomorrow on Thursday. We'll see you then. I love this shit. I love these guys.
You forgot to say we are NBNN.
And we are
That's last.
NBNN.
That's the last. I'm Jack.
Whoops. No whoops.
Whoops.